Hi guys, and welcome to our video for today, the 10th of June 2026. So let's go through our watch list, what is in it, and how we're going to trade these stocks. So starting here, we're going to look at the 5-minute time frame, then the 4-hour time frame, and the daily time frame. And that's really important because the 5-minute time frame tells you about your day trades, so you know where the trend's going to go. Can we get a day trade and a nice scalp? The 4-hour time frame tells us can we hold the stock overnight. That's what we need, the 4-hour green candle close over the resistance, which we'll identify. And the daily time frame for holding these over a longer period of time, maybe a couple of days, a few days, maybe even if the stock's nice to us, a couple of weeks in the daily time frame for some swing trades. So let's get into it, guys, and start on the 5-minute on GCDT. So this one needs a 5-minute, or to be honest, just needs a push beyond 1.4 in the 5-minute time frame for a day trade. Currently halted down, like a couple of stocks on here. So push beyond 1.4 should see it released 8 to 10% on this one. It looks alright. It's in the falling wedge. It's halted down. A hold down doesn't mean it's bearish. A hold down just means it shows it can get halted. So if this decides to bounce the ATMA and $1 support here, and then obviously volume kicks in and the stock goes up, then it can get halted up because it's shown the behavior it got halted. A hold down doesn't mean bearish, it just means it can get halted. Same as a hold up. It doesn't mean it can be only bullish. It means it just shows the behavior can get halted. If momentum changes, obviously the trend can reverse. So yeah, I like this one over 1.4 for around an 8 to 10% move on this one for a day trade. However, if we were to lose 0.8, you're failing your Bollinger Band Center retest, to a 65% likelihood of bouncing from here is failed, and also you're failing your Golden Cross retest, the 200 EMA and 200 EMA and 60 EMA here around this 0.8 support also. So beyond 0.8 as no good in this one for any day trade, swing trade, holding it overnight. It's just not applicable to trade anymore. So the 4-hour time frame is the young stocks. There's plenty of room for manipulation and movement on this. The float is also low. So 4-hour green candle close over 1.4 should see us hit 1.8 on this by end of day, end of tomorrow 4 p.m. Eastern time, and that can be a first target for around a 25-30% move, 20%, and then your second target can be all the way up here, which is around 2.5. So around a 70% move for those remaining shares. I'll sell 50% the first target, 40% the second target. That's how I like to do it on these. And the moving averages aren't as strong and heavy on this because look, that's the 200 MA and it's really small. So that's because it's a young chart, and young charts are a bit irresponsible, like a young child. Doesn't really follow rules, just does what it wants, sort of thing. So if volume kicks in and it goes up, then it's not going to listen to this moving average and blast past it. So yeah, it looks good with a 4-hour green candle close over 1.4 in this. In the daily time frame, if we get a daily candle close over 1.4, I expect the same thing, guys. First target of 1.8. For around 20%, and second target of around 70%, 80%, around 2.5. So it looks good. 4-hour green candle close over 1.4, daily green candle close over 1.4 for that continuation. But if we lose 0.8, we are done on this one. So that's GCDT. Looks good, up 60% for now. FLD, Fold Holdings, halted a lot. So again, just because it got halted down doesn't mean it's bearish. Just wait for momentum to a rise back in the stock. So we've got a Morningstar pattern breakout here, and it just got halted down for some reason. I don't know why. At the resistance of 1.7, but a push beyond 1.7 on this should see it run at least 8% on here for a day trade. It looks really good. I'm in the falling wedge again, Morningstar pattern. It looks good, but however, if we were to lose dollar on this, it loses the psychological number aspect, insider price target aspect, and major level 2 data aspect, and major confidence is lost as a result of those aspects and my technical analysis. So if you lose $1, it seems to be done, and you're coming down to like 0.75, which is a big, it's a big drop, 0.7, 0.75 from a dollar. So if you lose $1, it's done on this one. No swing trade, no holding it overnight, no day trade. But a push beyond 1.7 in the 5 minutes should see it run at least 8% on this one. Looks good, and gradual continuation towards 2.1. I'm just going to show this in a faint yellow, as I don't think the resistance is that strong. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So this one looks really good for holding it overnight. If we get a 4-hour only, if we get a 4-hour green candle close over 1.7 on this, basically engulfing all the moving averages, the 200 EMA, 200 MA, breaking out the Bollinger Bands, it's that bullish. And yeah, a 4-hour green candle close over 1.7 should see it hit 2.1 and then 2.5. You have to acknowledge 2.1 is a resistance, so you'd have to sell like 50% here, and then sell 40% higher up at 2.5 for the next resistance. I'd only hold it overnight if that were to happen. The 4-hour green candle close of 1.7, it looks good, FLD. Remember, if we lose dollar though, it is done. And then finishing up on CHOW, so this one's a heavily traded one usually. We can see how many trades are within each stock from our most traded channel, and this one is always in there getting accumulated. So this one, it looks like it's just having a tough time getting halted down, etc. But don't be fooled. There's still volume in this. It's still up a lot. Less. How much is it up? So the volume is a lot in this. It's up 100%. So most of the volume is bullish. It's really that simple. It really is that simple. All we have to do is wait for our criteria for entry to make sure we get on the right side of the trade. And we have to be patient for our criteria for entry because the stock market is transferring of money from the impatient to the patient. So if you're patient and wait for your criteria for entry, then you're taking someone's impatient money who can't wait for the criteria for entry. Just see CHOW is up 100%. Enter for no reason and that's it. Versus us who wait for our criteria for entry and we get there, we sell and take their money. Our profit is their money, So anyway, so make some notes of that one. So on this one, currently losing 0.75, but I would wait for more accumulation on this and the break of $1. On this one, should see it release 10% and gradually continue towards the next resistance of around 1.35 on this. It looks quite good, especially if we bounce off the 0.6 support. I do think like 0.5 is last chance saloon on this one. So if maybe if you want to put a bid in around 0.5 for a bit of a bounce and hope, you could do. But yeah, if we lose 0.5, you're coming towards 60 EMA around 0.4 and 200 EMA, 200 MA around 0.35. Basically 0.4 to 0.35, which isn't good. It's around a 100% gap from where we are right now in that sense. So we don't want that to happen, but push beyond $1 and this should see it release 10% and gradually continue towards 1.35. So it looks alright, CHOW. Don't be fooled. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So we need a 4-hour green candle close over $1 on this for holding it overnight, and the next target is 1.35. And wouldn't hold it overnight until then. And if we already did that with the day trade and hit 1.35, you'd wait for a 4-hour green candle close over 1.35, and then 1.8 would be your next target. Just again, using the moving averages to our advantage. 200 EMA is here, so we need to get beyond it. And once we get beyond the 200 EMA, there's nothing here until the next resistance of 1.8. So it's a clear path beyond this thick white line to the next resistance. Looks good. And again, beneath 0.5, done. Daily candle, so daily candle close over $1 would see it hit 1.35, same as the 4-hour. So may as well just go on the 4-hour off this one because it's quicker. So may as well use that, and then it should hit 1.35. So not really, the daily just extends to the 4-hour on this. There's not really too much to say. Yeah, just if we lose 0.5, it's bad, and yeah, I mean if we get daily candle close over $1, we hit 1.35. Same as the 4-hour, so may as well wait for a 4-hour candle close over $1 because it's quicker, isn't it? So if you want all this analysis alongside seminar packages, daily trade reviews from our trades, obviously that we take, and then publicized trading journals, check us out. Link in the video description and the Twitter bio. So thanks for watching, guys, and catch you all tomorrow.